You can't seriously be saying that all of this is my fault! Can you blame me for coming to these suspicions? We know so little about you. Not everyone in the village has truly come to accept you, to trust you. Can you prove that you are truly to be trusted? Or can you prove that you are a monster? You're asking me to prove a negative about myself! Look, the longer you accuse me, the more danger your people are out there. We're wasting time if you're just gonna blame me for all of this. Alright, fine. We may investigate this. But not as a member of the Galaxy team. Until you can prove without a doubt that you are not in any way responsible for these attacks. No. Until this matter has been dealt with, you are hereby banished from Jubilife Village. Alrighty then, now that we've quelled the Lord of the Tundra Avaluge, the last noble on our list, it's time for us to head back to Jubilife Village and report to Commander Kamado. But first, let's finish up some things in the Alabaster Icelands, now that we have some time. Let's go ahead and take on this balloon race challenge. All we need to do is pop 30 of these bad boys. Okay, let's do it. There are 50, and I have 2 minutes to burst them all. Let's do this. These balloon challenges are kind of hard to do, only because of the way that the directions go when you're racing on your Pokemon. It's sometimes hard to get the Pokemon in the exact place that you need to in order to pop these balloons. Especially since the camera's always changing, which makes it even harder. Up and up and up, up and up we go. Oh god, there's an Alpha Chimecho. Now I know I can do this. And another tough thing about this is Braviary itself, actually. It seems like you're flying steady when you're using Braviary's power, but the fact is you're actually not. You're slowly lowering. You cannot stay in the air forever. Braviary will just constantly drop to the ground. So, if you're not at the correct angle, then there's a good chance that you won't be able to... 1 second. Ah, this is totally cheating! I didn't even think you could do this! I didn't even think about this! No, I don't! Alright. Where are they? Where are... oh! You didn't tell me I had to go farther. You didn't tell me I had to go farther than this, dude. Okay, actually, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Also, my ear itches like crazy, and I cannot scratch it because I'll throw myself off. Crap. I already threw myself off by talking about my itchy ear. I'm going to be running right past the Alpha Machamp. If it's... Yep, it's here. You are brazen, my dude. You ran past 2 Alphas to set this up. Alrighty then, we're almost there, we're almost there. I'm not going to get this. Okay. The fact that those other balloons were so far off after I got the 30th balloon kind of threw me. Alrighty, and for bursting all those, I got myself some crunchy salt. Thank you, kind sir, for giving me that opportunity. At the same time, we also have some wisps that we still need to collect. I believe we only have 5 left in this area, so why don't we just go ahead and make things easier on ourselves and collect them now? Some of them are pretty easy, like this one that we're going to grab right now, which is over by this tent over here. I am totally wrong. It's the farthest tent. Yeah, we have 5 wisps left. 4 now. I am stumbling over my tongue like crazy over here. The next wisp is over this way. Just climb this mountain, and we will find this ledge. Once we get on top of this ledge, we find this wisp. We have 3 left to go. Our next wispy willow is right next to the Ice Peak Arena where we fought against Avaluche. Let's go ahead and mark that. There we go. 2 wisps left. We're getting close. Very close. Oh! While we're over here, I'm also going to check that hot spring again. See if I can get a Munchlax. No. I do not have any sort of luck when it comes to finding a Munchlax. The last 2 Alabaster Iceland's wisps are actually pretty simple to get. This next one's over by where we fought against Braviary, over by the Snow Point Temple. Right over here on the edge of this waterfall. And the last one is it's actually pretty easy to get. We actually could have gotten it a lot sooner had I done one thing differently than I did on this playthrough. I could have gotten this way sooner had I just gone up this path instead of climbing up the wall that led from the Pearl Clan settlement up to the Snow Point Temple. Aren't I silly? Let's just grab this wisp. We're done. We got all the wisps in the Alabaster Icelands. We're almost done with collecting wisps. We only got a couple more in some other areas. Let's go ahead and head back to Jubilife Village. Alright, got some good money. Got some good observations notes. Alright. Staraptor's the only person I... okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Seriously? Only 100 points? Whatever. You managed to quell Lord Avaluche. Fantastic stuff, as always. I'm sure the commander is eagerly awaiting your report. To the village! Zeke. Wanda snuck out of the village without telling me, and she hasn't come back! I heard she was all bundled up against the cold, too. So I've got this sneaking suspicion she went up to the Alabaster Icelands. Whatever sent her out that way, it doesn't seem like it was an assignment from the Survey Corps. But what else could make her want to go to such a dangerous place anyway? I really need some help, again, from you and Ursaluna. Use the scent from the scraps of Wanda's old kerchief and search her out for me. And this time, I'll go look for her myself as well. I can't just stand by and rely on you every time. I'm her older brother. I can't let her down. Wait for me, Wanda! I'll save you this time! Yeah, go do that. Finally, you're getting off the fit. Oh, my savior. I was looking for you, you know. Why are you here? What? My brother went off to the Alabaster Icelands. Zeke? That brother? The one who's refused to even set foot since he got attacked by some shit and totally traumatized? We've got to go find him at once. Please, Savior. You've got to help me one more time. Alright. Well, at least it's a little bit different. Alright. We're using Ursaluna this time. I got his scent. I don't know what's attacking me. But if I follow along this way... Aha! Zeke, my good man! I found you! You! Can you get Caesar? Get me back up there! Here it comes again! You, my friend, have a knack of getting yourself and your sister in trouble. Though I guess I can't fully blame you for your sister's comeuppances. I still blame you because you did nothing to stop her. I mean, if you're really that worried about your sister, you don't let her out of your sight. That's the moral of the story. If you're really that worried about something, you just don't let it out of your sight. If it's a coin, you just keep it in your pocket or your wallet or your piggy bank or something like that. If it's a book, you keep it in your hands, no matter what. If it's a person, you keep them by you at all times. Oh, goodness me. Thank you for saving me from that complete and utter disaster. But it's no good. I still haven't found Wanda. You missed her. Did you say my brother, my trusty savior? Wait, you mean Wanda was fine all along? Oh, good. Now I can pass out in relief. Sorry I made you worry. Never mind that. What were you thinking? Going to a place like the Icelands without telling me? Oh, well, the fact is I came here for this. Too bad it's... I didn't find that stuff. I didn't ever... I was told it was pretty rare, so I thought maybe it could help you with your survey work. Don't give me that sad look, Zeke. Of course I've got one for you too. I hope it went to my storage locker and not my... and I didn't just let it drop. I really owe you both so much, my savior, and the one always sending him after me. I'm going to keep working hard to become a great Survey Corps member to pay you two back for everything you've done for me. Come on, bro. Let's head back home. I've gotten really strong with all my adventures. More like misadventures. I'm sure I can get you back to the village safe. I'm really glad to hear you think so, Wanda, but the village is that way. I knew that. I think Wanda's still going to need you to look out for her for a little while yet. Or maybe like a little while long? A real long while? I got stuff. Oh good, it's sent in my storage locker. That would have been really funny if she went out of her way to get it for me, and I couldn't even take it because it was full. I'd feel really bad if that were the case. Each of the Pokemon nobles became frenzied, and now each of them has been quelled. We still have no explanation for why this calamity befell us, but I'm glad to see it put to an end. And to think peace would be restored to Hisui by the hand of our mysterious Riftborn helper. When tomorrow dawns, it will dawn on a new world restored to normalcy. At long last, we will be able to return to our normal lives. Go nourish yourself with the wallflower, and allow yourself a good long rest. Don't forget, the Survey Corps work isn't over yet. It does not end until our people can live here in Hisui without fear of Pokemon around us. Yay! I made a difference, even though this isn't actually my world. And now it's time to eat. Thanks for this nice sizable helping potato mushi, Benny, old chum. Oh, and if there's anything else that you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out! What? Not gonna say what? Okay. Okay. Good to see you, Benny. Having the nobles all quelled puts a grave threat at rest. Now it's time we focus on our survey work, though we still can't let our guard down around regular wild Pokemon, of course. I certainly had my reservations as to whether Avaluche needed quelling. But if it means bringing calm to everybody, then I suppose we did the right thing. Yeah, someone might have been under attack by some frenzied noble at this very moment if James hadn't come falling out of the sky to help us. I still wonder, though, just what is the space-time rift anyway? And what will make it go... Oh, wait. If the rift were to vanish, would that leave James stranded here? I guess so. Well, our little team is certainly very practiced at investigating things by now.
we'll look into the matter and find a solution. I've no doubts. And even if we don't, you'll always have a home here in Jubilife Village, James. I am very glad about that, but what about the rest of my friends and my family back in Sinnoh? You know, the ones that haven't seen me in days because I fell through that time rift? And now I've gone back in time to a point in time where my friends and family from Sinnoh don't even exist? That's a kind of a weird paradox in my book. Now then, tomorrow's soon upon us, and it'll be another hard day at work for the Servant Corps. Don't forget what we got our sights on.
Friends, Mr.
Nothing less
Levington,
than
the ones that are probably worried about me.
That's right. We'll get it done with James in the lead, and
I appreciate the flattering, but that still doesn't answer the question.
Come now, Akira. Don't sell yourself short. You're a full-fledged member of the Servant Corps, too.
Don't change the subject.
Well, thanks for that, Professor. Then I guess I'd better eat my fill and get plenty of energy for another long day tomorrow.
Yes, but we're still not.
We will work harder tomorrow than we've ever worked before.
Screw it.
What keeps waking me up at this hour? Disaster looming! It doesn't seem like peace has returned like Commander Kamado and all of us have wanted. Let's head outside. I need to be prepared for anything, you know? Holy crap! What has happened to the sky? It's become radioactive! James! It's gotten worse! Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the space-time rift. Now the entire sky has gone red. I would say purple. I'd say it's a combination between red, purple, and Aurora Borealis. I have word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. Okay. I'll go. The way the sky has changed. It's ominous. Very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleavor into a frenzy, it struck the night that James fell from the sky, did it not? It's only natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, James? Why are you turning this on me? I didn't do anything. I really don't know. Indeed. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? I'm not after anything, I swear. Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest James has wronged us. Exactly. And besides, do you really think he's got the sort of fearsome power it'd take to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn. Can you prove beyond a doubt that he is free from guilt? This person, this stranger, appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee he is who he says? Who here can guarantee he is to be trusted? But that's... No one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is James supposed to do then? He will be given the chance to investigate this latest disaster. But not as a member of the Galaxy team. He remains a suspect unless he can clear his name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky. And so, I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No. Until you restore our world to its rightful state and proving your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Silene? Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in James? Do not attempt to interfere on his behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. That is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free, rather than clap you in chains. You're to be expelled from the village? But why? Orders are orders. Let's go. This way. This is a really heart-wrenching moment, especially in this game. It's scary. Arizu, you've got my back, right? Everyone just sees you as a monster. You are the reason that this has all been brought about. And now you have no choice but to leave. This home that you've made for yourself is no longer your home. You can take it from here, man. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort him from the village into the Field Lance camp. I'll also see him off. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then, I'll mark you all as bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. I can't believe the boss would do this. You were acting on his own orders when you quelled the frenzied nobles. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable, and, I might add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause James more pain if you are driven out as well for defending him. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aide to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course! Perhaps Adamant and Iridan might take you in. Though I'm afraid they've both returned to their prospective settlements already. Perhaps you could try to go find Leanne first? He's likely to be at Grand Tree Arena. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life, you will meet with both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you at Perlite Beach? To complete the Pokedex. That dream simply won't come true without you. So we gotta talk about this scene. Because I've been doing a little research on what people think of this scene specifically on Commander Kamado. And a lot of people seem to fault him for what's going on. I mean, there is an argument that's saying that Commander Kamado is just doing what he thinks is right. Doing what's right for the good of his people. And since we're strangers from the sky, he can't really say whether or not we're one of his people, even if we've fought alongside him and his people this entire time. But a lot of other people say that they're actually kind of mad. He just kicked us out in our rears, literally. Thankfully, he let us walk out, but even still, it actually seems worse than having us just thrown out by the commander himself. We're forced to just walk out and stare at everybody else who thinks that maybe, just maybe, they were wrong about us and we're actually monsters who came into this world this whole time. And that we're the ones responsible for what's been happening. Especially on a child, that's tough. That's a tough thing to say and to put on their shoulders. To make them think that they're part of the problem that they themselves were brought into. Worse yet, they're the ones responsible for the problem that they were brought into. It's just wild. After all the work you did for quelling the nobles, and after all the work quelling Avaluche, Commander Kamado has the decency and the gall to just kind of spit in your face in a way and just dismiss you. There's no real way to fault him in this, because we are strangers who fell from the sky, and it does happen to be a coincidence, a very terrible coincidence, that we have been brought into this world at the exact moment all of this took place. There's no way for us to say if we're really at fault here, or if we're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's harsh. It's like really harsh. This game gets really dark really fast. Investigate this by yourself. You are alone. You? What in the world did you do? Look at the size of that rift! If lightning starts pouring out from it, all the Pokemon in Hisu could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known that the only thing that could come from that rift was disaster. I need help. Help? Well, that's not exactly something I can do. It's not that I wouldn't like to help you, but it would put Irida in a difficult position. I truly do wish that I could repay you for quelling Cleaver's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there's nothing I alone can do for you. Warden Mai might be able to help you. She's a caring woman, after all. You'll most likely find Mai at the Worn Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place to her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of Hisu, there is a place for you as well. Alright. Strike one. Now we've got to go find Mai. Hopefully she's more willing to help us than Leanne was. I can understand why you wouldn't want to help. I mean, everyone's already in a bad place. Everyone's rattled by this. The fact that the sky's gone radioactive. He doesn't want to be put in a position where he himself is responsible for what might happen to Irida should he himself get in the way. I can totally understand that. Alright, let's hope Mai can find us a place in the Diamond Clan. Yeah. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? I'm trying to find that out, because everybody thinks it's me. I suppose it's too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all this. I have heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to the village of yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan can't be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great Weird Ear took a liking to you. I want to offer you support, but forgive me. I can't help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. It's kind of hard to find a path to walk if I can't even see the path. Please don't kill me. I'm not really in a good mood right now. Can we just be friends? Oh good, it's got someone. This Pokemon of someone. Strange events seem to follow you wherever you go, don't they? It's not my fault, Volo. Found you at last, James. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers? Don't worry. I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan, to say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry. There are still corners of the Hisu region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be perfect. Leave it all up to me! The friend we made from all that time ago is the answer to our prayers. Here we are. I know, it's no palace, but, you know, the saying about beggars and choosers. Here's our new home for now. The Ancient Retreat. This is where we'll have to make do. At least until we find some way to answer all these questions. Shirking your work to come pester me again? Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kagita. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more about Hisu's myths and legends. No, Mistress, thank you. Just Kagita. And this is? Why, James is the man of the hour. He is the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokemon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of. Lost in time and space? Dear me, I've lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Duty? Indeed, I am to guide you, lost one. For the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, You may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells almighty Sinnoh. The Diamond Clans or the Pearl Clans? The Diamond Clans? The expense from antiquity to eternity, and the expense to all sides, above and beyond. Time traces the path we tread from the here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, compromise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? They're inseparable. Perhaps the truth is clear to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, Lost One. Here's what you must do. Shisu holds 3 lakes of great importance. Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Equity. In each dwells a Pokemon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the Shrouded Ruins. There you may receive the Red Chain. With it, perhaps, you can bind the world together. Bind the world together, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it may cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it. Won't you? Of course. There's nobility in knowing what must be done, and seeing to it. Mistress Kagita's got a lovely workbench here. If you need materials, I'd be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. What about the pastures? All my Pokemon are back in the village. That is a problem, isn't it? What should we do about that indeed? Who was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do see it to it, please. How could I refuse you, ma'am? Off we go, James. Abra! Hello, hello, it's an Abra! Where'd you teleport in from, little fella? And it's got a letter. Letter addressed to you, James? To James, you may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also assured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Xylene. Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Acquisition Team. You could have just said Xylene and I would have understood. Good tidings from the letter, then. It's a secret. Now then. So we're to visit 3 lakes. It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. I managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping an eye on their nobles, too. Seems all is quiet for the moment. And so, here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help, but without drawing attention. So, it'll be just one of us. Me or her. It's up to you. Though the answer should be obvious. This choice that we're about to make, this choice of whether to go with the Diamond Clan or Pearl Clan, is actually a very interesting and important choice. Whoever you decide to go with, that'll determine where the rest of the game goes. It'll also determine the final boss. Keep that in mind when you make your choice. Of course you'll choose me. I was the one who got you what you needed when you first set out to Quelclivor. You and I made our first bombs together. Let me think it over. Obviously you'll choose me, right? Who gave you that Sliska flute in the first place? That's right. This strapping young man. I think I've made my decision. Just what I expected of you, James. You made the right choice. You won't regret it. So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? Think again. James trusted me enough to leave the tough job up to me alone. I'll be keeping an eye on the commander, so I can let you all know if anything happens. Of course, of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisi region's 3 lakes to visit first. But yes, we should get moving. I'd rather we walk this road together, but if the commander were to get wind of it, it would only make things worse. I'll meet you at whichever lake you choose. Alright, Irida. You and James. Well, you two do what's needed. The trial of Lake Verity. The trial of Lake Valor. The trial of Lake Acrity.